I want to talk a little bit about branding. And I basically just found one of the many definitions, that you could find on the internet about branding that describes branding. The term brand refers to a business and marketing concept that helps people identify a particular company, product, or individual. Brands are intangible, which means you can't actually touch or see them. As such, they help shape people's perceptions of companies, their products, or individuals. Brands commonly use identifying markers to help create brands identities within the marketplace. They provide enormous value to the company or individual, giving them a competitive edge over others in the same industry. As such, many entities seek legal protection for their brands by obtaining trademarks. Can someone give me an example of a brand? A very well-known brand, please. Apple. Somebody else?
Nike.
Excellent. So, Apple and Nike, right? Who in the world does not know who Apple is, who Nike is? Well, behind those brands, there's a enormous marketing machine, right? If we think someone says, well, this product sells itself, I think that no product really there sells itself. I mean, their products are exceptional, right? Most people want to have, a Apple laptop. They want to have, they want to wear Nike. They want to wear Adidas or Puma. But at the end of the day, there's a huge marketing machine, and there's billions of dollars that they spend every year in branding and advertising. Would this apply to individuals, you think? Could individuals be a brand?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about a brand, like an individual that's also a very well-known brand.
Michael Jordan.
Everybody agrees? Yes. Michael Jordan. He's not just the outstanding athlete that he used to be. He is a brand. He's a brand, right? Are you a brand, sir?
I wish. I mean, yeah.
Y-
Brand.
Do you think you're a brand?
Sure. Yes.
Excellent. That's a better answer. You are a brand. Each one of us is a brand, whether we want it or not. Now, what makes the difference is that, are we gonna be the ones defining our brand? Because if we're not, somebody else is gonna define it for us. Okay? What do we see here?
So New York, Times Square.
And what do we see in Town Square?
For advertising.
Many brands, countless brands, right? You are a brand. You are a brand. Anybody familiar with the gentleman out there, with Gary?
Yes.
Who's familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk? All right. I'm a big fan. I'm personally a big fan. He's all over the media. I think one of the reasons why he might not have such a great reach is that maybe some people are not too fond about the way he uses language, that he uses foul language. I actually think that, that plays a lot of times plays into his favor. But Gary is definitely one of the largest brands out there. He's a very popular person. He's a personality, a TV personality. He's a CEO of a few companies, very successful businessman, built businesses from the ground, took them to hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, right? Part of how he became successful is branding. If he knows one thing, he knows how to brand himself. I personally want to share with you, I've learned a lot there. His videos are very, very educational. Whether they're about business, about branding, they're completely free all over the internet. I encourage you to spend a few minutes and see what he's talking about. He has a lot of great information to to share over there. So personal branding, practice of marketing people at their careers as brands, right? As I was saying before, if you're not gonna brand yourself, somebody else is gonna do it for you, right? So in other words, if you don't speak for yourself, you don't say who you are, right? Somebody else is gonna say that for you. What's your name, sir?
Justin.
Justin. Okay, so Justin, if you're gonna stay quiet, if you're a quiet person, right? All of your colleagues right here, they have opinions about you, right? And the way you're gonna be perceived, if you're a very, I guess, introverted person, a person that's not really doing a lot of interaction, you're gonna be known as the way your colleagues and your family, your close circle is going to see you. So you're gonna eventually let others define your brand. Is that something that you want to do?
No.
Or would you rather have control?
I'd rather have control. Make my own brand.
Anybody else wants to be like you? Like him? One way to define your brand, to make your brand known, it's content. Let's see how many of you right here have a LinkedIn account. Okay, all right, excellent. How many of you here have an Instagram account? How many of you have a TikTok account? Okay, so looks like most of you use social media, right? Or most social media platforms. The power of social media is just something that is really something that you should be paying attention to. For professional branding, I recommend LinkedIn. That's my personal favorite, right? I'd like to hear from you when it comes to branding and professional. What other platforms are you considering outside, besides LinkedIn?
To help us with branding? Is
Yeah.
that the question?
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. Yeah, excellent. That's an excellent one. That's an excellent one. Another one? How about Facebook? Could I help you? Sure. You could create a professional page on Facebook and just do branding out there. Define your brand. What would you want to be known for, right? Now, discipline. There's a couple of schools of thought when it comes to brand discipline. I'm hearing a lot, and this has been said to me. You should be focusing on one or two things, or very few things, right? That you choose to define you. For example, I'm the outspoken person, or I'm the expert in property management maintenance, right? Because everybody's you're gonna be known for a couple of things. My personal choice is really to just express who I am. I write about property management. I write about maintenance. I write about branding. I write about faith, and I'm also a meme creator. Like I do this in my spare time, right? I love doing memes, and I'm gonna show you a couple later on, one or two. All right, so I don't want to limit myself to just being just part of who I am. If you read my LinkedIn feed, you're gonna know exactly who I am. There's going to be no confusion about who I am, what I stand for, because everything is out there. Again, I think that there's a school of thought that says you should be focusing on a very, very few things versus just 5 or 7 things.